Hello everyone. How many times you or your child, in order to reduce anxiety, discomfort, avoided the things you wanted to do or needed to do? In this video, I want to share with you something that it will help you with the anxious feelings, stopping the anxious feelings. Most of the times, majority of us, when we feel anxious, we do things. We take some actions. We take something that help us reduce those uncomfortable, scary feelings. Now, those things we choose to do help us. They do stop the feelings. They do stop the feelings, those uncomfortable feelings. It gives us a short term relief. It does help us, but in short term. In long term, no. In long term makes us feel more anxious, less confident in ourselves and in our abilities. I want to share with you some of the things that people do to escape those uncomfortable feelings. People try to make themselves feel better. And if you have more ideas, please leave them in the comment box. Now, I draw something to help you better understand what I want to talk about in this video. Now, each person, when feel those uncomfortable feelings, when is anxious, choose to do something that it can be different than what you are choosing. So, the first thing and the most common one, the first thing and the most common thing people do when they feel anxious is to avoid. Maybe you are familiar with this. Why we avoid? We avoid because we try not to put ourselves in a situation we feel not very comfortable with, very confident, very capable. We think it is something dangerous, something that might hurt us, something that is not safe, something that we cannot handle. Another thing that people do is to seek reassurance. Does this sound familiar to you? Another thing people do is biting nails, pulling hair, overeat, worry, more worries than they have. Some people use alcohol to get rid of their emotions, their feelings. Other people get angry on themselves or other people. Now, what else would you add? Please write down in the comment box. All of them, as I mentioned, do help us. It gives us a relief, but only for a short period of time. It doesn't help us to control our anxiety. All these things don't help us to control our anxiety, to be in control over our feelings. As you can see, there are many things we people choose to do, try to avoid those feelings. If you do one or more of these things, probably you have noticed that they do work in short term, but not in long term. Probably you have noticed that these techniques are not teaching you how to handle your emotions and your fears. Every time when we feel anxious, just a second, every time when we feel those uncomfortable feelings, when we feel anxiety, and we choose to avoid, when the anxiety is high, we choose to avoid, the anxiety goes down. But where? Goes down to anxiety again. This means that if you avoid it, you didn't learn how to handle those emotions, that situation. The same with seeking reassurance. You don't know how to handle yourself, the situation, those feelings. Biting nails doesn't help. It goes back. Everything goes back. Pulling hair doesn't help you to become more confident, to learn how to handle anxiety. Overeating, it doesn't help. Worrying, no, creates more anxiety, more uncomfortable feelings, scary feelings. Alcohol, the same, it doesn't help. Getting angry on yourself or on other people, the same. It doesn't help. None of them helps us to be in control of our feelings, of our emotions, of our anxiety. In the next video, I will share with you a different way on how to handle anxiety. And you or your child need to apply what I will share in the next video. You need to apply because the things that you are doing now are not helping you. Doesn't help you with the anxiety, doesn't help the anxiety to go away. That's it for today. Take care of yourself and thanks for watching the video.